So so apparently Fallout's not gay enough. So a few things to consider. Fallout as a games franchise has actually traditionally always had like same-sex relationships in it. It has had representation in it from essentially from the start. And I feel like, although you alluded to this a bit earlier, Culture, it's why I didn't bring it up, because we got this as a subject. You said that there was clearly some hiring for Hollywood. I would argue that actually it's kind of being true to the franchise overall. So you've got the same-sex couple in Philly, and then you've got the they-them brotherhood character, which Golden Nuggets chimes in here with for the £5. So thank you so much there, buddy. But I would argue that it is true to the franchise, actually, in that regard. And look, I'm not a defender of representation. I don't care about representation. But if you're going to do it in a franchise, like, it's less predisposed to being for woke reasons if the franchise already has a long-established history of representation, if that makes sense. Thoughts?
No, you're fine, but that's not the complaint or even my observation. I mean, I'm just
that was Golden Nuggets.
So. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, the super chat, but no, I think that the complaint right now is if it didn't have enough they them and stuff in it. That's what.
No, it's that Lucy doesn't eat pasties.
Yeah, exactly. That's a problem, because these activists, they don't care about the games. They don't use that as an excuse. I mean, Mr. Rage, that's very generous of you to bring up, but they don't bring that up. They just want the lead to be gay because otherwise it's not sufficiently representative for them. Because otherwise it might be a little bit too regular, and we can't have that. I mean, GLAAD would be offended. This interest organization that every single year names and shames all the studios for not having done enough for gay representation. And the funny part about that report is that no matter how many gay movies there are for each studio, no matter how much improvement it is since last year, it's never enough. Never, ever good enough, no matter how extreme overrepresentation relative to population. And this is more of the same. This is just like woke whining and complaining, like, no, we haven't conquered this yet. You can't enjoy it, it's ours. It's not that we want it, but we want you not to have it. That's kind of like the mentality, not from gay people, but from these lobbies that claim to represent them.
The Gestapo.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, I look at it like she grew up in a very normal age where they're most
about
important.
Lucy.
Yeah.
You have to propagate the species.
Exactly. That's exactly. I mean, look, they struggled with this concept or idea all the way back in the reboot of Battlestar Galactica, when they recognized that having the ability to cease a pregnancy was fighting against the idea that they were basically the last of the species, and if anything catastrophic happened, the numbers would be limited even more. So you basically, at that point, survival requires, well, these types of exchanges, which she was involved in, and how the incidents of the first episode all came together.
But it's not that. She's clearly just attracted to men as well.
Yeah, exactly.
She keeps offering sex to people. She's like, do you want to fuck? Like, do you want to get down?
Reminds me of that show. Did you guys watch Why the Last Man?
I read the comic.
No.
Well, I did too. I read it in a book club. Actually, it's a fantastic comic. The Y, it's the Y chromosome. You have one man who's left alive after a big pandemic or something that kills all the men on the planet except for this young man and his monkey, who's also a male. And so he's living in a world of nothing but women in sort of this dystopian reality, which, to some of us might sound, like Fantasy Island, but it's not. It was actually a great comic, in my opinion, Andre. I don't know how you felt, but
I loved it.
Yeah, I did too. But the television show tried to be gay enough. And so there were transgender women, even though they had a Y chromosome that the pandemic didn't kill. I mean, it just got confusing and people were fighting about it. And, you know, true believer fans were upset that they made that decision. It just didn't make sense because everyone watching knows you're just identifying as a woman. You're not an actual biological woman. Why are you still alive? It just didn't make sense. And I think this kind of stuff goes too far, but how many times has this writer for Pride magazine used this same headline, you know, right?
Yeah, true.
This show is great, but was it gay enough? You know, it's sort of
well,
too.
I've got more stuff to dive into here.
Great.
No, it's not just this. Oh my God, people are so unhinged on Twitter. I love Twitter. Twitter is the cesspit of the world.
It is.
This is going to be her season 2 storyline, manifesting it now. Loading. The result is lesbian.
Yeah.
That's the big fear, though, because whenever you have something like this, I mean, there's going to be some kind of power behind the scenes because this is Amazon, right? You're going to have Jennifer Salke. She's going to be all like, look at this feedback. Look at the demand. This is what the fans want. I mean, I'm not even joking. This thing here, this legit could happen. That is my big worry with this coming from Amazon. Because Amazon, they allow a certain number of non-woke stuff to come out, but Jennifer Salke is not happy about it. Not at all. And nothing would make her happier than to gay up the series a little bit, especially when she can point to seeming fan demand for it. So this kind of meme scares the shit out of me because that can come true before you know it.
Yeah. But these people are insane. Look, where is this Lucy as a lesbian take coming from? She was conditioned from birth to believe that marriage, specifically reproduction and repopulation, is her sole purpose. It actually is.
Yes, it literally is. That is true.
That is literally the sole purpose, actually, believe it or not, of everyone now, as well as, especially in this universe, which is why she jumps on basically any willing cishet man. Also, she's played by Ella Purnell. That doesn't mean jack shit. Also, did you not watch the last episode? She literally went tongue to tongue with Maximus. I don't know how to break this.
Spoiler alert.
But a whole lot of lesbians have been with men before they figured it out. She got she got digged down by a dude in the first episode.
Spoiler alert. Willingly
and without trouble, offered to bust it open for marriage, and then shared an intimate kiss with him. Did we watch the same show? She blocked me now.
It's all this it's all this fanfic. You know, I don't know where these people come from, but the avatar's name is Go Burr, BRR. Isn't that sort of a robot?
Yeah.
Just sort of wind me up. I'm an NPC bot or something. I don't know where these people come from, but you're right. Twitter's a cesspool.
Oh, it's just it's so funny.
Amy Go Burr. There it is. Yeah.
They're insane. They're actually insane.
Mm.
If I'm being honest, she's kind of stupid, blah, blah, blah. Stop pushing this garbage. Why can't people just be normal? No. They all got to be really special in some way. Shut up and get therapy.
Some of these replies are giving me hope. That's cute. The actress that plays Lucy, Purnell, when I first saw her, her eyes are so large. I thought I was looking at an Alita Battle Angel situation at first.
Yeah, I guess so.
She's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's just that those eyes, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's certainly got a unique look. But I mean, it's better than having someone with a unique look is certainly better than just having, you know, someone who's like
completely
traditionally attractive or the other end of the spectrum where now they're just getting rid of anyone that's attractive and they're all just
you mean like a Sweet Baby Inc. Female protagonist? At least she doesn't like that, right?
Yeah.
No, she's attractive. Good actress.
Yeah, I thought she did a pretty stellar job, to be honest. The sort of wide-eyed, pun intended, doughy-eyed sort of inexperienced naivety, like it came off quite well and delivered very comedic lines with such a deadpan as well. She did really well with that, I thought.
Yeah.
Any other comments on this before we get to some of these super chats? Because they're
don't mess it up in season 2.
Yeah, please don't listen. Don't listen
Don't-
to the Gracies.
Yes, do not.
Don't
Yes,
do it.
do not Westworld my Fallout,
Oh
fuckers.
my gosh.
Yeah, we already had Westworld for that.
Yeah.
Dear. We've got some super chats here. So Golden Nuggets, who said about that as well, said, just to add context, I don't mind gay stuff. I like Sense8. It just felt forced in here.
There's a time and a place
But
for
I also
everything.
acknowledge that modern day stuff has made me overly skeptical of the message. Yeah, I think in this one, again, as I said, I think it does actually play up to what is already in the franchise, to be fair. Hemorrhoid Hurts says Lucy is hot, but only years from full Marty Feldman.
That's not nice. Not nice at all.
It might be accurate.
I mean, with a name like Hemorrhoid Hurts, do you expect him to be nice?
Yes.
Come on.
Salty for sure.
He's from Australia. It's, you know.
Yes, it's true. Burke says, why are we talking about sexuality more than the fact that this is another show movie making communist a sympathetic character? I didn't get that impression at all, to be fair. I didn't get the impression that the communist was sympathetic.
Well, they tried at the end with America Ferrera's, character.
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, but that's the end. Like, it's not.
Did I say
Does
her name
America
right?
Ferrera ruin the ending of everything she's in now? Is
Yes,
her role?
No, don't say that, because it didn't
Okay.
ruin the end of this.
it didn't.
Don't say that.
It's
Colby.
true. It's true.
It
You're
did
right.
not
So
ruin
is
the
she
end
kind
the
of like
storyline.
Jack Harlow is for music, shows up and destroys everything?
Well,
She's
that-
Deep
fine in
cut,
it.
Andre.
Yeah.
She's absolutely fine in this.
Yeah, she is. She got acknowledged for the most nonsensical garbage in Barbie that just irritates the crap out of me. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. The Emperor of Mankind has super chat $3 over on Streamlabs. Says the universe has many horrors yet to throw at us. This is not the end of our struggle. This is just the beginning of our crusade to save humanity. Be faithful, be strong, be vigilant.
Yes.
Yeah, true words. We're in for a rough ride here.
Yeah, certainly are.